We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with...
He's going for it all. And they can. Action going for a big play on first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To throw, it's Farmer. Gets it to the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got his man on the right. On the move to the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Gamecocks will have it first and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
It's all about... plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, This defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Farmer. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Running back searching for a hole. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the quick game. Turning it on. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Farmer. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaking on the ground.
Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that one.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did.
Oh, he wants it all. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Florida State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Farmer. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Tripped up for the tackle.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bring in the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so...
Going for the big play. Snags it on the line. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the left side. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked at him.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Reels it in down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And the Aggies are on the move. Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Farmer. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. To make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Makes the grab. It's late. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Sends it downfield. Snatches it on the run. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to pass. It's Farmer. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch on the back. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Got the first down. Looking for more. Smashes ahead. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. Going right and going deep. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. I got that something.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Gamecock. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt.
39, Texas A&M, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Farmer. Zings it complete to the right. Finds a seam. Past the 50. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we're looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, it's a 2nd catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Farmer. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get him.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The pull and throw off the RPO. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Give to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Wide open space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking for a man. It's Cole. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Blair. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Hunt is on its way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Cole. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Cole. Here comes the heat. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment,